All I did right now is just put in some wild country, waiting until I get to them. This is a great place to put some detailed scenes. All I did right now is just put in some wild country, waiting until I get to them. There's another problem with having a lot of detail next to the edge. Us people like to knock it over and brush it with our sleeves, so when I find a way to protect us with my plexiglass a little later on, I'll go ahead and start in on these things. But there are several things in this scene here. A lot of our earth powders, rock powders for the color, like 1020 earth and some 1090 earth. And you notice that there's different hues to the soil, darks and lights. And notice it's lumpy, it's bumpy. And there's some real subtle foliage growing there, but not too much at this point. And this is right at trackside. You don't expect it to be groomed very well. There again, there's a couple of things that are waiting to have some work done. I seen a couple little stems here for sagebrush that's going to be planted yet, and then a platform that needs some work yet. But anyway, go ahead. Even bad scenery is better than no scenery at all. Just to the left of that area, we come with a street that crosses the tracks. That's made with our concrete paving material, and the street itself is asphalt paving material. And you go ahead and put some markings in the street just like they would for a railroad crossing. And on the other side of the street we have a crossing shanty. Now that's another Comblac book that inspired me a couple years ago to make some of the kits that they introduced there. I think this was from back in the Midwest somewhere. Someone took a photograph of it, and I don't see that anyone made a kit. They may have made a kit, but of course I use my own imagination a little bit to do this. And it's a scratch built thing that just teeny little scene, but it has a lot of character to it. And it's right next to the edge of the layout, and I'm waiting for it to get busted, you know, but everybody's been nice to it so far. But here you see a lot of variety in the ground cover. There's some of this yellow grass that I make from jute twine, and you put some junk there like an old sack or whatever, and a pallet and a light post, and you got a barrel over here, and just a little bit more foliage around the edge, and a barrel laying over here, and some yellow grass growing there next to the tracks.